gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through? In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this late preview show for virtual Elite FPL. Get your words out, Steve-O. The preview for tomorrow night's games. Yeah, it's a late one for me. I was planning on doing a morning show, but I thought, I'm not going to lie, I'm on holiday, and I want to have a lie, and I don't want to be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just fancied doing an evening show now, get it out the way. Let's get on with the preview. Let's talk all things virtual FPL. I also want to bring to people's attentions that are completely brand new around here some of the features, or one of the main benefits to being an Elite FPL community member. And I know people like Aman Dillon that are here that will appreciate what I will be going into in a minute. You probably just got a quick preview just then of what I'll be going into talking about. And good evening to Frode as well. JC's here. Welcome, guys. Just going to do the usual thing of just predicting the games. I'm like I say, I'm pretty proud of the way I can predict the games in this virtually FPL game. Does it influence your decisions? I have no idea whatsoever, but maybe if I took my own advice, i.e. not triple captaining Salah yesterday and going with triple captaining tomorrow, maybe I would be doing a lot better since Gameweek 11 in our mini-league. But enough of all that. Let's get on with previewing Gameweek 21, because It's got one standout game. We all know who it is. A man Dylan's already alluded to it. Frode's already alluded to it. It is the main man. It's Salah. But will Mane... Well, will he steal the show? You will find out when I go through the real-life history, which I forgot to do the other day. But it doesn't matter. We will start cracking on. And if you want to give your predictions in the game, if you want to let me know what your transfer thoughts are, what your team selection is going to be, let me know. But here we go. We kick off with Leicester versus Everton. At the moment, two informed teams. Leicester getting a very, very respectable 0-0 draw against United last night. Everton at the moment seem to be just winning and beating any team that's in their path. And that's why I think each team are going to cancel each other out. And I'm going 2-2. So I've seen a lot of people talking about Vardy. Apparently very, very good fixtures coming up. We'll look over the fixture ticket in a minute. But yeah, certainly Jamie Vardy is someone to be looking at. Crystal Palace versus Wolves. Crystal Palace of late been doing really well at the moment. Keeping quite a few clean sheets. Of course, the second me and Jason get rid of Guaita. Guess what? Guaita starts collecting clean sheets. But we're not going to hold that against him. No, I think that Wolves are going to... continue their good form as per normal. They got a fantastic 2-2 draw at home to Man City last night. And I think this is going to be 2-1 to Wolves. Beast Goper saying 1-0. A lot of people potentially having the final defender from Wolves in their team with their decent fixtures coming to an end. This is probably the final one. Now, West Ham is Aston Villa. A player I'm seriously looking at bringing in is Grealish. The fixtures are now turning in Aston Villa's favour. Grealish scored the other day. He scored last night, didn't he, versus Everton. And I think that Aston Villa will unfortunately lose in this game. I think it's going to be tight, though. I'm predicting quite a lot of 2-1s this particular fixture. Quite a lot of these games I think are going to be tight, and I'm going 2-1 to West Ham. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was the other way around. But certainly Grealish is someone to look at. Norwich versus Spurs. Spurs of late have been absolutely awful. They've been winning, but not really convincingly. Last night, of course, they got a 3-1 victory against 3-2 victory versus Newcastle. Lucas Moura. Is Lucas Moura someone to look at? A friend of the show, Wayne Dean, was mentioning maybe looking at Lamella with Ali out. But maybe Lucas Moura could be the guy to be bringing in. And I think that this is again going to be a tight game away from home. Norwich will score, and I'm going to go 2-1 to Spurs. And Beast Goldper is saying 3-2 in a high-scoring game to Spurs. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Pukki, Buendia, they always seem to get some form of attack and returns for Norwich. And Spurs at the moment very, very leaky. So maybe Pukki could be someone to bring in for a one-off punt. Sheffield United versus Burnley. This is going to be absolutely terrible. I think they're just going to cancel each other out. It's going to be 0-0, 1-0 either way. I've gone 1-1, but it really, really wouldn't surprise me if this is a very, very low-scoring game. Sheffield United of late have been keeping quite a few clean sheets, and I keep saying this, Sheffield United at home always seem to keep a clean sheet. So certainly, if anybody like myself's got double Sheffield United defence, get it in right now. Man City versus Chelsea. Man City having that absolutely extraordinary game last night, 2-2 against Newcastle. They lost 2-1. They're up against Chelsea, another team in form, and I've noticed that the way this game works at the moment, it kind of goes in favour of the teams in form. And I think that this, I'm going to give the win to Man City just, but once again, I can see this being 2-1 either way. Pulisic in form at the moment. Abraham, Willian, all three players in form at the moment. Azpilicueta, another one. Absolutely dominating the point scoring for Chelsea. And I really can see Chelsea causing an upset here. But I'm going to give it to Man City just as they're at home, 2-1. Southampton, Brighton. an unbelievable result for Brighton last night, winning 3-0. 3-0 against Arsenal, that's ludicrous. I jinxed it, of course, by saying that there's no chance of Brighton being able to score against Arsenal. They're absolutely useless in attack, and of course they go and score 3 goals. They're up against Southampton, a team that can't keep clean sheets apart from... well, no, they didn't even keep one last night, did they? No, they lost 1-0 to Crystal Palace. I'm expecting this to be a high-scoring game. I did say that about their game last night against Crystal Palace, although it ended 1-0 to Palace. I'm seeing this as a 3-2 to Southampton, so I'm sticking the faith with Danny Ings. Arsenal v Watford. I keep saying it's the same prediction for me every single time with Arsenal. They've got to turn it round at some point. Aubameyang. Could this be the first time he gets a double-point haul for the first time in a while? And I think this could be the case here. I think Arsenal are going to win this just. And again, it's the same old scoreline. 2-1 to Arsenal. Amandillin, Frode, you've all been alluding to this particular game. It's Bournemouth versus Liverpool. And this for me personally has got 4-0 written all over it. And for people that are unaware, which I doubt, but if you are unaware, I did use my triple captaincy last night based on the most basic research possible. I saw a pattern forming for West Ham away at some of the top 6 teams. Admittedly, it was only 3 games, and the sample size for Bournemouth at home to top 6 teams was only 2 games. I noticed that Salah's home record versus these poorer teams always seems to consist of getting double-digit returns. And I felt, you know what? I think of the 2 fixtures, West Ham versus Bournemouth, this is probably the best opportunity to captain Salah, or even just triple captain him. Even though my plan all along, and admittedly this was weeks ago, was to do the triple captaincy against Bournemouth based on his real life history. Of course, I've gone against my own advice, as Steve-O always does. So I'm expecting Salah to probably get 2 goals or a hat-trick tomorrow. It really wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, Bournemouth v Liverpool, 4-0. And finally, Newcastle versus United. Oh dear. This again, I think it's going to be very, very tight. Will Greenwood start? If I knew for fact Greenwood was going to start, I'd play him. I'd probably play him ahead of Neto. Or even Pulisic. It's the fact that I don't know if he's definitely going to start. I am giving the victory to United just, but I wouldn't count on that. It really wouldn't surprise me if this ended as a 0-0, a 1-1, 1-0 either way, 2-1 either way. I'm going to give it to United as the bigger team, but yeah. And regarding, here we go. So there's my predictions for the game. So regarding real life captaincy, I've gone with 4 potential captaincy options: Son, Aubameyang, Mane, and Salah. So the real life history being what they performed in the season just gone against the prospective opponents that they've got, or the respective opponents they've got. So Son has made 1 appearance versus Norwich. He's got 1 goal. Aubameyang, 1 appearance versus Watford, 2 goals. Now this is when it gets tough, and it is just literally a toss of the coin. But if you're in certain people's shoes where you've got both players, it really is just toss a coin, and it's Salah and Mane. So Mane first, he's made 1 appearance versus Bournemouth, 1 goal, 1 assist. Salah, 2 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. My opinion, I don't want to be saying this, I think from a real life perspective, I think that Mane is probably the better option. If he'd have played in that second game, you never know, he may have got a goal, he may have got a goal and assist, he may have just got an assist, I don't know, but I think that Mane, based on his away form in this particular game, I think could be the standout option. And Jason, maybe you use your triple captaincy and really rub it in. I've just seen a question here from Frode. Is Alonso worth keeping? No, I'm getting rid of him. Not specifically tomorrow. My plan moving forward is to basically, Alonso's going to be part of my transfers to get rid of, or players to get rid of, more to the point. So this will be done on Saturday, where I have 2 free transfers. I don't want to be taking a hit. So it'll be Alonso, De Bruyne, out for definite. I'm bringing him back in Mane. Well, more to the point, I'm bringing in Mane. That's for definite. So I'm doubling up on Liverpool with Trent in defence. I've then got 5.6 in the bank to obviously bring in a defender. But I'm looking at getting in Grealish. So it's a question of, do I get rid of Pulisic or Neto? Well, Wolves' next 4 fixtures are terrible. Chelsea's next several fixtures up to game week 26 are terrible. But I feel that keeping Pulisic would be the better option. So I'd like to think that getting rid of Neto, bringing in Grealish, that leaves me with 4.1 in the bank, I think, or something. So if you put in Grealish, yeah, it leaves me with 4.1 in the bank. And then I'll just flirt around with a defender. And I have no idea who that defender will be for now. But that would be what my transfers are looking like on Saturday. Obviously, we've got a game week tomorrow evening. Myself, Jason, and FPL Penguin. Yep, FPL Penguin will be joining us as a guest. We'll be covering tomorrow night's fixtures. There could be any old injuries happening in that particular set of fixtures. So I'm going to be, like I said, I'm holding off. I don't want to be taking a -4. I don't want to be taking a -8 for that at all. But you never know. You just never know what will be happening tomorrow. Yeah, B Sculp was saying Salah this season in real life only has 2 away goals out of 16. 16 goals that he scored, yeah. Frode. So going for Mane then. Yeah. Mane looks to be the best option for captaincy tomorrow evening. JC saying, Steve, do a friendly and you will know. The friendlies are just... I understand them, I get them, but really doesn't really do anything for me whatsoever. For instance, Sane has been doing really, really well in friendlies and he did absolutely nothing against Newcastle. Or whoever it was. Who did he play? Wolves, sorry. Did absolutely nothing. So yeah, there we have it. That's the Game Week 21 predictions, preview, whatever you want to call it. But what I did want to show you guys, now I know a lot of you already know about this, but I want to show anybody that's new around here our Discord. Discord is essentially the Elite FPL community's way of having you guys interacting with each other. I know a man, Dylan, can attest to how good this is. The best thing about it is that on the left-hand side on the screen, there are various menus. Unfortunately, I can't actually specifically put it up because of the way this screen is set up. But anyway, that's beside the point. What I do want to show you is that it's very, very accessible. The link is in the description or the link pops up on the screen. It will also pop up in chat as well. So all you got to do is click on the chat. In fact, there it is there. And I highly recommend that you join in. If you want to talk all things virtual FPL and get some decent advice or whatever, like people like a man Dylan. I mean, a man Dylan can attest to the fact that how good a season he's in real life. I mean, in real life, a man Dylan is something like 700th in the world, 800. What are you? A man Dylan, just quickly tell us, because I'm going off in a minute, but quickly tell the audience what your rank is at the moment in real life FPL. But as you can see here, this is the virtual fantasy football one. You see familiar faces in there. Man Dylan there immediately. FPL Mechanic, FPL Defender, Harbour Boys in there. I saw Gabriel Derop, top of our Game Week 11 mini league. I've seen Runner in there, Semi-Sweet Potato. But it's not just specifically virtual FPL. We've also got other menus here. German Fantasy Football, the Championship Manager. There's also a Football Manager 2020. Also, when the season's up and running again, we'll be able to be we'll be bringing back the live call-ins again. So yeah, bringing back the call-ins. Me and Jason did have a quick conversation last night after the stream ended, and we were saying how much we missed the call-ins. So for anybody new around here, yeah, we are the only fantasy football channel around that takes your calls. So whenever the real life FPL returns, we will be taking your calls, reacting to all things that are happening live. We'll be able to get our correspondents back on, like Paul E, Daily Llama, Boona, Davey P, James Bang. Mate, if you're out there, please let us know. But yeah, it's all good. Discord, all for the Elite FPL community, and it's all are welcome, and it's a great community to be part of, and it is great to even chat with you guys. So yeah, there we have it, everybody. There's the Discord if anybody wants to join that's completely brand new around here. If you are completely brand new around here, it's the usual story. Just simply hit the subscribe button. Me and Jason pretty much are doing daily virtual FPL content. We are, like I said, we are going to be covering the games live tomorrow evening. Then it's on to Saturday where we're going to be covering Gameweek 22. Then I'm done. I won't be able to cover any more live streams because I'm back to work. So it is just a one-off this particular week. Like I said, on Thursday we are going to be joined by special guest FPL Penguin, who will be joining us tomorrow evening, reacting to all the games as well. Other than that, it's the usual thing of if you've enjoyed the video, just simply hit the like button. And Wayne Dean, I know you watch this on the replay. Let me know what your transfer and captaincy thoughts are. Anyhow, guys, cheers for watching, and I will see you tomorrow evening with Jason and FPL Penguin live at 7 PM. Take it easy, guys.